This is a digital force gauge. I received this gauge for free to review by the Amazon Vine Voice Review program. So I have not been paid for my review, and my opinions are my own. If you wanted to buy this gauge, it would cost you $70. So inside of the box is this guy here, little carrying case, and it says trigger pull gauge because they sell these in different weights. They have like a 0 to 2 pound weight, and you might use that to determine, what's the weight of your trigger on a gun. Now, a 65 pound one is probably not going to be useful for gun trigger measurements unless you have a really stiff trigger, but it is useful for other things that deal with force. So essentially, this is a handheld digital scale, but instead of having a pad that you weigh things on, the force sensor is inside of it with this little hook here. And they include batteries, which is nice, a whole bunch of accessories that you can attach here for pulling and pushing against different things to see how much force it takes for something to bend or pull or lift and so forth. So it includes 2 AAA batteries. So if you want to push against a bar or something, there's a little groove mount there. You can push against things with points. They also have, this super pointy one. And then, of course, the flat disc. The box does include a check certificate, so presumably somebody at the factory checked it and made sure it was mostly in calibration. It includes a set of these little metric screws here, and there's 4 connecting points on the back of the unit. So you can, if you make a plate with the proper screw spacing here, screw this to some type of jig or mounting plate to be permanently mounted. Otherwise, it's handheld. Alright, let me run you through the basics of the user interface. The center button turns this guy on. It takes a second to basically zero out the sensor. And now you're measuring things, and it says live. And so if I push this down, I'm pushing down with 4 pounds, 13 ounces of force. You can push the unit key to measure this in newtons, or you can measure it in kilograms if you would like. Now, if you set it to peak, so I've turned this to peak mode. Now when I push this down and release, it'll record the peak. And so here, it's peaked out at 14 pounds, 1 ounce. Let me see if I can, it doesn't seem to be going farther than that. Let me zero this peak, and I'm going to try again. So there I got up to 34 pounds, 8 ounces. And so after it peaks and grabs things, then it kind of locks that in so you can look at the reading. Okay, now if you're not going to be in peak mode, the live mode just continuously goes. And you can take recordings of multiple readings. So I can push down and hit the set button, and this number 1 says, hey, I have 1 data point, and the maximum was 8 pounds, 12 ounces, and the minimum was also 8 pounds, 12 ounces. So I can push down to, 5 or 6 pounds, press set. Now I have 2 data points. Maximum is still 8 pounds, 12 ounces, minimum is 6 pounds, 5 ounces. If you take the unit button and push and hold the unit button for a couple of seconds, it will change the max to average. And so the average of my 2 readings is 7 pounds, 8 ounces. So I can push down, take another reading, and now my average is 8 pounds. So if I push down, get a 20 or 17 reading, now it's 11 pounds. If you push and hold the 0 button, you will eventually zero out all of these readings. So I'm pushing and holding and releasing, and now it's zeroed back to 0 readings. So that's the basics of taking measurements. Alright, we're going to do a sanity check on the calibration. Now, I have no reason to believe this scale is any more calibrated than this scale, but we'll compare them to each other. So I'm going to set this thing to kilograms. That's already set to kilograms. I'm setting it on peak, and I'm going to push down here, and I'm trying to reach 3 kilograms. So there's 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 8, 9. There, I kind of went above 3. This guy here says 2.98. I saw that guy get slightly above 3. I'll have to look at the video to find the difference between the two of them. But it's within the right general range of 3 kilograms. Now, if you have a scale, it has a load sensor in it, and that's basically what this guy is load sensor. So you also get all of these different tips for pushing and pulling on specifically shaped objects. Things like the hook are especially useful because a lot of times you're not pushing against something, but something's in tension, and so you're pulling on something. And so, you know, this hook, you hook that to a rope, and then it basically tells you pulling force. And essentially also the minimum, maximum data keeping, the average data keeping, those are useful extra features that this guy has that, you know, a lot of your digital, just plain old digital scales don't have. Also, there are some modes you can put this in where you go into the programming and you can say, hey, reject any data below a certain amount or above a certain amount, set alarms for high and low values. So you can have this thing, if you're, you know, checking many different parts down an assembly line, you can pull on something, and if it goes too high or too low, it'll beep at you, otherwise it won't. So it can be used for kind of, not automated testing, but, you know, semi-automated testing in a testing jig. So there's certain features this guy has that, you know, a scale just doesn't have. But for the most part, you can think of it as a handheld scale that tells you force. So in a simple case, you can use it to weigh your luggage. So for example, my empty suitcase is 8 pounds 10 ounces. So there are other things like floor scales or a digital luggage scale that do a similar job to this guy. This is maybe calibrated at the factory a little better. It has some nicer data logging features, some averaging features, and you can program it to do some more advanced things where it'll, you know, tell you when something is outside of a range. But basically, you have to decide, are you looking for kind of the industrial test equipment, or are you trying to make do with some type of consumer product?